friends. Okay, so normally I do these live, but I had a connection issue and I'm just not going to let that stop me today because this book is too good. So I'm going to go ahead and record my video and share it this way. And actually, if you guys like this more, let me know and I will continue to do it like this. So the book that I'm talking about today is called Magus of the Library. This is the cover. It is by MITSU IZUMI, and it is based on another book called Kafna of the Wind by Sophie Schwim. And I'm not entirely sure about that book. As I was saying before, I haven't had a chance to get my hands on it, but I'm going to, and I'll talk more about that later because this book was amazing. So the story of Magus of the Library is about a boy named Theo. This is him here. And he is poor, and they refer to him as a half-breed. He has long pointy ears, and they don't explain what that's about. We don't really know. We get to find out later. I'm excited to know. But what we know about him is that he has a passion for reading, and he lives in a town where the librarian won't let people from the slums use the library because he's afraid that they're just going to steal or that they'll be too rough, that they won't understand how to treat books. So Theo is constantly sneaking into the library with the help of the librarian's daughter and constantly getting caught and kicked out. So the story begins when 3 librarians come to their city to recover a grimoire that has magic leaking out of it. So it's a book that's in disrepair, but it's a magic book, so they need to repair it to prevent the magic inside of it from doing any damage. So that story sort of is what takes place in the early part of this volume. And I'm not going to reveal too much about it because it really leads us into Theo's story, which will continue in volume 2. But what's amazing about this is that this book is set in a world where the library is the center of all of civilization. So the central library is like the center of everything in this particular world, and everyone wants to be a part of reading, sharing the library. The librarians themselves are the most honored of people in the society. They protect all of the books. They make sure that books are repaired. They make sure that their librarians are keeping them in a fashion that they're meant to be. I'm trying to find, here is a picture of the librarians. And we learned in this volume, we only meet 4 librarians, and they each have different roles. One is a liaison officer, and she is one who's responsible for working with all of the different librarians in other cities. There is a restorations office, which obviously restores damaged homes. And there's a protections office, which protects homes from maybe even librarians that aren't caring for them properly. So these are the 3 roles that we know of now. We learned that there are 12, so we're going to be meeting lots of amazing librarians. But in the course of this story, Theo becomes friends with Sedona, who's one of the librarians, and she gives him a very special book, which leads us to the end of this volume, where we find Theo, who's 13, ready to embark on his mission to become a central librarian. In literally every way, this book is made for me. It's all about the love of books. It's all about how books create us, how they support our society, how they support our relationships with people from other places, other cultures, bring us all together. They are entertainment in this book, they're education, they're everything. And so they're given the top bill as the most important things in the world to be protected and cared for. And I love everything about that concept. In addition to the story just being incredible, I'm going to check out the original to find out how good the adaptation is. But on its own, it's just fantastic. The artwork is beautiful. And it's set up in a really beautiful way to lead us down a road that will be long and full of adventure, full of reveals. We will probably, from the way that this book was presented, get to grow up with Theo. And I love the idea of this series lasting just a really long time because it started out really special. I've read it 3 times already. The second volume is out right now. So you can buy volumes 1 and 2 on Amazon. I can share links with those. And volume 2 will come out February 2020. which sounds like a long time, but in the world of manga, that's just right around the corner. So Magus of the library, I give a really hearty and enthusiastic 5 stars. This book is fantastic. It's fantastical. It's full of adventure and interesting, beautiful characters. It's all about a love of books, which speaks to my heart personally, and it just looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. So I highly recommend this one. Everybody check it out, and I will do follow-up reviews on the subsequent volumes, and I hope that everybody gets a chance to pick it up. If you read this and have thoughts, please share them with me. And if you would like to book club it with me, I'm always going to make the offer. And I'll be ready to do that. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will have a lot more coming up really soon. Thanks, bye.